Hello, hello. Mic check, mic check. Hello, hello. I think it's okay. Okay, let's start. It's been a while to do this stream. I think it has almost been 2 months from the last Study With Me stream. But let's do it. Okay. Let me do the intro. In this stream, I'll be reading English sentences and learning new vocabs. And whenever I come across a word which I don't know the meaning, I'll look it up and read some example sentences to understand it better. For the first 10 minutes, I'll review words from previous sessions, and for the next 40 minutes, I'll focus on new vocabs. So, let's start with review time. Review time is here. Okay. Wait, let me do this and this. Oops. And this. Okay. First one. Extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial. It's hard to pronounce. It means extraterrestrial. If you say extraterrestrial life, it means like aliens or something that is from outside of the world, outside of the earth. Extraterrestrial. In or coming from a place outside of the planet Earth. It's difficult to believe that there is no extraterrestrial life in our universe this vast. Good. Subset. Subset is part of something. Subset, group of something. A smaller group or part of a large set of category. A large subset of the patients trialed responded positively to the medication. Classical music is just a subset of all the different genres out there. Good. Seat. Seat. Seat means where you sit, but also it means like seat is like a central place or important place, a place that acts a base or center for an important activity. The Australian seat of government is in Canberra. Silicon Valley is the seat of tech innovation, with startups and major companies shaping the future. Good. Why you look sad? I'm not sad. This is how I look. Thank you for your comment. Next one. Pivotal. 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 Oh, pivotal is like key point or turning point. So you can say something like joining the company I work for now. When I joined the company I'm working for now was pivotal moment of my life. Can I say that? Central and important, suggesting a turning point or a key role. You are really pivotal to the team, so you need to look after yourself. His speech was the pivotal moment in the campaign. I think getting a job offer was a pivotal point in my career. Good. Disregard. 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 I forgot. Disregard. The act of showing no care, ignoring, or paying no attention to something. Please disregard. Disregard. I see this word often on my phone, but I forgot. Please discard the last message that I sent you. He told us to disregard everything we've learned so far and start again. That's too bad. Ubiquitous. Ubiquitous means happening all over the place. So you can say smartphones are now ubiquitous. Ubiquitous? Seeming to be everywhere. Cashless payment is so ubiquitous in China. Some places don't even accept cash. Wi-Fi has become ubiquitous in most public places, from cafes to airports. Good. Empirical. 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 Ooh, I forgot. Empirical. What was that? Based on what is experienced or seen, rather than on theory. So it's the opposite meaning of theory. I like empirical studies much more than theoretical ones. From my empirical observation, the new coffee shop seems to be really popular. Okay. 仮説的と実証的. I forgot what it is in Japanese, but still learning. Utilize. 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 To make something. Utilize. Optimize. Is it different from optimize? Utilize. To make something as good as it is. To use something in an effective way. How can I utilize my time more effectively? Okay. Utilize. 効率的にか。Through improved utilization of social media, we can definitely increase our sales. Still learning. On account of. On account of. On account of. Represent. On account of. On account of. I forgot. Because of something. He doesn't drink alcohol on account of his poor health. Organizers were forced to cancel the event on account of the extremely hot weather. What app is this? This is what is it called? Quizlet. It's called Quizlet. Wait, can I show you this one? Wait, how can I finish this? Quizlet. There's no logo here. This is like, you can choose flashcards, test blocks. I haven't used these features, but you can put any words on database in this Quizlet account, and you can learn from these, how do you say it, features. And I'm using flashcards. Still learning. Spore means to make something developed. To make something develop. To help something developing. To encourage an activity or development or make it happen faster. I think a corporate tax cut is needed in Japan to spur corporate investment. The discussion about the environment spurred several new ideas for our community project. Good. Mitigation. Mitigation, I forgot. The act of reducing how harmful, unpleasant, or bad something is, to reduce or lessen the severity, impact, or risk of something. They are planting trees as part of mitigation plan to reduce air pollution in the city. Risk mitigation in business involves strategies to reduce potential financial losses. Still learning. Okay, let's do the last one. Stride. Stride. Is it the length of steps? Oh, no. An important positive development, a long step when walking or running. Making your stride shorter when you run might improve your speed. The company has made great strides in developing new technology. I think I'm gonna put it no. Okay, let's finish the review time. And let's move on to the chapters. Wait. This one, okay. So last time I did from chapter 18 to chapter 20, if I remember correctly. So this time let's do chapter 21. Hopefully to chapter 23. But let's do the 21 first. Okay. First sentence. Development studies is an extraordinary broad field that has only relatively recently attained a high level of credibility and official status among college and universities, especially in regions with colonial history. Okay. Development studies is an extraordinary broad field that has only relatively recently attained a high level of credibility and official status among colleges and universities, especially in regions with a colonial history. I think I can understand. So development studies is an extraordinary broad field that has only relatively recently attained. I think attain means like gain or get a high level of credibility. Credibility means like the ability of trust, I think. Attain means achieve. So it's kind of different from gain or get. To reach or succeed in getting something. You can only attain your goals if you keep growing and developing. He has attained the highest grade in his music exams. So it's kind of different. Attain. To reach or succeed in getting something. So there is additional nuances. Attain. Credibility. The fact that someone or something can be believed or trusted. You won't be fired if you miss the deadline, but you'll lose a lot of credibility. Before buying anything online, I always check the credibility of the seller. I think it's fine to unhighlight this one. Relatively recently, 比較的最近 attained. Succeed to succeed in getting a high level of credibility and official status among colleges and universities, especially in regions with a colonial history. Colonial means the place where was used to be under colonization, relating to a colony or colonialism. There are still lots of colonial voters in Africa. Colonial. Okay. I think it's fine. Extraordinary broad field. Broad means like huge, wide. Very wide. Okay. Let's do the next one. This one. So many highlights. The primary catalyst for its rise to prominence in the mid-20th century was scholars and academics leveraging it as a response to growing concerns about the economic outlook for poor countries plagued by recession as a result of World War II. This is difficult. I don't even know how to pronounce this one. Poorer? Let's do the American one.
Poorer.
Huh?
Poorer.
Poor.
Poorer.
Poor. How do you say this one then?
Poor.
Poor.
Poorer.
Poor.
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 Poorer.
Power. How? Is it called power?
Poorer.
Poor. So it's like extra Earl. Okay. The primary catalyst. Catalyst means something that makes a chemical reaction happen more quickly without itself being changed. Act as a catalyst for, similar to trigger, but trigger for something that directly and immediately causes an event. Catalyst. I think this injection of cash will act as a catalyst for our company really taking off. The teacher's encouragement acted as a catalyst for the students' academic success. Okay. So it does. It is kind of similar to the word trigger. But trigger for something that directly and immediately causes an event. This is not direct catalyst, something that makes a chemical reaction happen more quickly without itself being changed. Without itself being changed. Okay. So it's like gradually, but quickly. Primary. Primary means like before, right? Primary. Huh? Is it? What the hell is that ad? Primary, more important than anything else. Main. Okay. I think primary. Did I put it on already? Let me see. Primary. Primary.ないか。ない。I'm gonna highlight this one too. The primary catalyst, the important catalyst for its rise to prominence. Prominence means the state of being easily seen or well known. Rise to prominence, become famous. Although his channel... Wait. Okay. Although his channel currently has millions of subscribers, it rose to prominence due to the initial success of a couple of videos. Her talent and hard work helped her gain prominence in the music industry. The state of being easily seen or well known. Rise to prominence means become famous. Gain prominence, the state of being easily seen or well known. The primary catalyst for its rise to prominence, become famous in the mid-20th century, was scholars and academics leveraging it. Leverage. To use something that you already have in order to achieve something new or better. We can gain a market advantage by leveraging our new network of partners. With his extensive network, he was able to leverage his connections to land a job. Wait. Gotta charge it. Okay. Leverage. The primary catalyst for its rise to prominence in the mid-20th century was scholars and academics leveraging it as a response to growing concerns about the economic outlook for poorer countries plagued by recession as a result of World War II. Let's see my note. Scholars and academics leveraging it was the primary catalyst. Scholars and academicsが leveraging it. What is it? In this sentence, what indicate it in the first paragraph? Okay, what does it refer to? To answer that, we need to find what it is pointing back to, and since you said this is from the first paragraph, it must refer to something mentioned earlier in the paragraph, probably a concept theory or field of study. Examples of possible things it could refer to. Can you answer it straight? How to figure it out? Its rise to prominence suggested it was not popular before but became important in the mid-20th century. Scholars and academics used it as a response to the it's some idea or approach that helped scholars respond to economic concerns after the war. Well, this is not a straight answer. The primary catalyst for its rise to prominence. Hey! Hi. Thank you for your comment. It's been a while. Surprise. Yay, thank you for coming. Thank you. Long time no see. I'm still doing my stream. Not regularly anymore though. The primary catalyst for its rise to prominence in the mid-20th century was scholars and academics leveraging it. So I think in this sentence it refers to the word development studies, I guess. As a response to growing concerns about the economic outlook for poor countries. Outlook means the likely future situation. What's the employment outlook for Europe this year? A person's way of understanding and thinking about something. Having a positive outlook improves your health enormously. Outlook, likely future situation. What's the employment outlook for Europe this year? A person's way of understanding and thinking about something. Okay. So economic outlook. The likely, what was it? The likely future of economic in poor countries. And this one, plagued? I don't even know how to pronounce this one. Plague means to cause worry, pain, or difficulty to someone or something over a period of time. Plague. To cause worry, pain, or difficulty to someone or something over a period of time. My company is plagued by a lack of leadership. My shoulders being plaguing me all week. To cause worry, pain, or difficulty. Like troublemaker or something similar. Countries plagued by recession. recession means a period when the economy of a country is not successful and conditions for business are bad. There hasn't been a recession in this country for a while. I hope it doesn't mean that the next one will be bad. I hope so too. Demand for new cars has fallen due to the recession. 不景気みたいな感じか。Recession. A period when the economy of a country is not successful and conditions for business are bad. So, economic outlook for poor countries plagued by recession as a result of World War II. Okay. The primary catalyst for primary important trigger for its becoming too famous in the mid-20th century was scholars and academics leveraging the development studies as a response to growing concerns about the economic wait, where's the accent? Economic as a response to growing concerns about the economic outlook for poor countries plagued by recession as a result of World War II. I think I understood. This one is hard. Okay, next one. This one. There was a realization that economic policies in isolation could not eliminate issues such as malnutrition, poverty, and lack of education, and that a more interdisciplinary approach with greater breadth was required to resolve them. This one is also hard. There was a realization that economic policies in isolation could not eliminate issues such as malnutrition in isolation. In isolation means like isolated from everything else, separately, on its own, or without considering anything else. The comment seems rude in isolation, but it makes sense when you hear the whole conversation. The experiment's result should not be interrupted in isolation. Other factors need to be considered. Malnutrition means physical weakness and bad health caused by having too little food or too little of the type of food necessary for good health. 栄養失調か。Malnutrition. Many of the refugees are suffering from severe malnutrition. Okay. Economic policies in isolation could not eliminate issues such as malnutrition, poverty, and lack of education, and that a more disciplinary. I know cross-disciplinary means like involving multiple disciplines or field of studies, right? So interdisciplinary, what does it mean? interdisciplinary, involving two or more different subjects or areas of knowledge. An interdisciplinary approach to the problem. So it's kind of similar, I think. Are those words interdisciplinary and cross-disciplinary similar? Words. No, wait. Cross-disciplinary. Wait, what? I thought there was a word. Disciplinary. Wait, was there no word? Cross-disciplinary. Oh, I think it was multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary. Cross. I thought it's cross. But apparently it's multidisciplinary, involving different subject of study in one activity. So is it the same meaning? Interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary are similar, but they have different meanings in academic or professional settings. Let's break it down. Multidisciplinary involves several different fields or subjects working side by side, but each one stays mostly separate. Each discipline keeps its own methods and viewpoints. Interdisciplinary combines knowledge and methods from different disciplines into one unified approach. The fields are blended or integrated. The goal is to create new insights that wouldn't come from one field alone. Got it. Multidisciplinary, separately, side by side, interdisciplinary, together in an integrated way, separate, combined, and connected. Gotcha. Okay. Interdisciplinary. And that a more interdisciplinary approach with greater breadth. This is hard to pronounce. Breadth. The distance from one side to another, not only physical but also in scope of range. The distance from one side to another. The breadth of his knowledge on the subject was impressive. The breadth and depth of knowledge he has is just amazing. Okay. Breadth. The distance from one side to another. Greater breadth was required to resolve them. You should look into prefixes and suffixes. If you know the base vocabulary already, you can guess the meaning of different word from if you can remember common prefix and suffixes. That's right. So, For example, like this one, right? Interdisciplinary. So inter. Let's see. Inter, to bury a dead body. No. Prefix. Used to form adjective meaning between or among the people, things, or place mentioned. International. Interdepartmental meeting. There are worksheet with prefix and meanings on Google. Oh, I used to print them out. That's nice. Wait, let me Google that. Wait, not this one. Prefixes and suffixes. With prefixes comes how do you say? Prefixes are the something that start with, right? And suffix is something that end with. This one. Suffix and prefixes. Wait. But this is Pinterest. Not this one. What is the good one? Maybe it's something like this one. The prefix is a group of letters placed before the root of a word. D, dis, ex, il, im, in, mis, non, pre, pro, re, un. Suffixes. Yeah, able, all. Comparative. Okay. Prefix and suffix activities and worksheet. That looks good. What is this? Oh, it's like a drill. Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna try these later. There are so many quizzes. Wait, can I see it? Match prefix to root words. Oh, is this like something I need to pay? I'm gonna look up later. Okay. I'll try to guess the word with prefixes and suffixes. That would be nice. So let's review this sentence again. There was a realization that economic policies in isolation could not eliminate issues such as malnutrition, lack of nutrition situation, poverty, and lack of education, and that more interdisciplinary approach with greater breadth was required to resolve them. And that more. That's not a familiar phrases. And that more. And that more. What does what more? A more interdisciplinary approach. Wait, what more, right? That a more か。Was wrong. That a more. That more are interdisciplinary. The sentence is built around two that clauses. There was a realization that economic policies in isolation could not eliminate the issue. A more interdisciplinary approach was required to resolve them. Okay. That introduces the second idea that people realized. A more just means a greater degree of, or a better version of. That's a more interdisciplinary approach with greater breadth was required. Means people realize that they need a better, broader, more connected way, not just economic policies alone, to solve the problems. A more interdisciplinary approach means an approach that mixes subjects better than before, with greater breadth, covering more areas, being wider in scope. So, final meaning of the full sentence is gonna be, people realize that economic policies alone weren't enough to solve issues like poverty and malnutrition, and that a better, broader, more cross-subject, interdisciplinary approach was needed. And thatっていうこと is a phrase. Grammatically, and that is not a set of phrase by itself with a fixed meaning like in order to or as well as, but it often appears together when you are listening or joining two that clauses in a sentence. There was a realization that A and that B. This is the structure. There was a realization that economic policies alone could not solve the problems, and that a more interdisciplinary approach was needed. I think I got it. Here and is just joining two parallel clauses, and each clause starts with that. I see. So, there was a realization that economic policy in isolation could not eliminate issues such as this, and another realization that a more interdisciplinary approach with greater breadth was required to resolve them. Got it. Wait, there was another. That blah blah blah, and another realization that, more, blah blah blah. Got it. Malnutrition, interdisciplinary breath. Okay, let's do the final one. The career prospects for graduates specializing in this area are similarly diverse. Many go on to careers in federal and municipal government, non-government organizations, development consulting firms, and educational institutions. Wait, I think I deleted something by accident. Except the possibility that something good might happen in the future. The players is definitely great prospect. So it's prospect. The career prospects for graduates expect. The career that is expected for graduates from the, what was it? Development studies ってことか。This one. The career prospects for graduates specializing in this area are similarly diverse because that field is broader, extraordinary broader. So the career also similarly diverse. Many graduates go on to careers in federal and municipal. Municipal means of or belonging to a town or city. Oh, this is a municipal swimming pool. 公務員みたいなことか。The career prospects for graduates specializing in this area are similarly diverse. Many go on to careers in federal and municipal government, non-government organizations, development consulting firms, and educational institutions. Okay. Prospect, expect, municipal. Prospect, expect. What's the difference though? Prospect and expect. What's the difference between prospect and expect? It's taking long. Oh, great questions. Are related in meaning, both are about looking ahead to the future, but they are different parts of speech and used in different ways. Expect, verb, to believe that something will happen or is likely to happen in the future. It's what's in your mind. A prediction or belief. I expect it to rain tomorrow. She expects to pass the exam. We expected him to arrive earlier. Prospect? Prospect is noun. The possibility or chance that something will happen. It's the idea of a future event, not a belief, just a potential. More neutral or open-ended than expect. Often used with adjectives like good, bright, exciting, grim. The prospect of working abroad excites me. There is little prospect of success. She faces the prospect of losing her job. Expect is a verb, and a prospect is a noun. That's a big difference. What you believe will happen, what might happen, possibility. I expect to get a reply soon. The prospect of failure worries me. Got it. これも貼っとくか。We cannot see it. Okay. Okay, it's already 11 p.m. here. Wait, let's review the words I learned. Attained. Attain means achieve, to reach or succeed in getting something. Catalyst. Something that makes a chemical reaction happen more quickly without itself being changed. Similar to trigger, but trigger for something that directly and immediately causes an event. Prominence, the state of being easily seen or well known. Rise to prominence means become famous. Outlook, the likely future situation, or a person's way of understanding and thinking about something. Plague, to cause worry, pain, or difficulty to someone or something over a period of time. Recession, a period when the economy of a country is not successful and the conditions for business are bad. Leverage, to use something that you already have in order to achieve something new or better. Leverage. Okay. In isolation is fine. Malnutrition, physical weakness and bad health, caused by having too little food or too little of the type of food necessary for good health. Breadth, the distance from one side to another, not only physical but also in scope of range. Interdisciplinary, involving two or more different subjects or areas of knowledge. Different from multidisciplinary. Bring together specialists from different fields and blends those fields into a single approach. Prospect means expect, but noun, the possibility that something good might happen in the future. And lastly, municipal means of or belonging to a town or city. Ooh, that was a lot. Okay. Checked. Just one chapter. This one was hard, so I think it's fine. Let's do chapter 22 in the next stream. I don't know when the next stream is though. Hopefully next week. Okay. So let's finish this stream here. Oof. Thank you for watching. This time relatively more people came to my stream, I think. Which is good. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your comments. I really appreciate it. So hopefully let's let's do next week. And if you like it, please come visit again. Okay. Thank you for watching. And see you in the next stream. Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you for coming.